My name is Carlos Vargas and I work at University House.
Hi, I'm Seth from Taylor Marketing Professionals, and I'm here to talk to you today about our agenda. We're going to start off by telling you our client description, then we're going to go into our marketing research report, our marketing objectives. After that, we're going to go into our customer segment, our target market, and our positioning statement. After that, we're going to go into our marketing recommendations, sales recommendations, and our digital marketing recommendations as well. And we're going to finish it up by going over our budget and our calendar and our timelines. I'm going to pass this over to Chandon, who's going to talk about our client description.
Hello, Carlos. I'm Chandon. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about our client description, which is U-House, and what we found. You guys are an off-campus student housing, and you guys are located 1.3 miles from UCF, just right across the street. You guys offer a 1-1, a 2-2, a 3-3, and a 4-4. And the mission statement for U-House is University House is a top-quality UCF student housing in a convenient location, just miles from campus. Enjoy a spacious Orlando apartment in a stylish setting, offering a complete lifestyle and a resort-style pool complex, fitness center, study room, social events, and a shuttle to UCF. Now I'm going to pass on over to Emily to talk about the marketing objectives.
Hi Carlos, I'm Emily. Nice to meet you. So today I'm going to be talking with you about our marketing objectives. Throughout our research, we found 3 essential pros and cons with the company as a whole. The first pro that we identified was the amenities. A lot of reviews on your Google and your Yelp accounts highly rave about the pool and how greatly it's lighted, and they also really love the 24-hour fitness center. From that, like Chandon said, you guys are really close to UCF, which attracts not only UCF students, but Valencia and Full Sail students as well. And you guys offer public transportation to those campuses, which really helps. Other than that, they all love your ambiance of the facility, so we really think that those are your 3 main priorities that you guys are doing well on. From there, we've identified 3 cons. Essentially, you guys have a high turnover rate, both for your employees and your tenants on a monthly basis, which could definitely be improved on. From that point, we also see that the marketing campaigns could really be worked upon as well. There's not a lot of advertising presence in the market right now, and we think that that could be improved. From this point on, Jesse will be talking about our segmentation, targeting, and positioning.
Hey Carlos, Jesse Gonzalez, nice to meet you. So like Emily said, today I'm going to be going over our segmentation, targeting, and marketing objectives. So first off, what we think you should do is raise awareness for new customers. There's UCF is right around the corner, so you got a lot of freshmen and transfer students coming in, as well as increase your tenant retention because, as Emily stated before, you do have a high turnover rate. And for the segmentation, targeting, and marketing position, as you know, your zip code 32826. Your target is for young professionals and young students. It's a suburban environment right between UCF and Valencia, and you're right on Alfeo, which is a major road. So you guys should be getting more customers in. And now I'm going to pass it off to Sydney to talk about our sales recommendation.
Hi, I'm Sydney. Nice to meet you. So some recommendations in regards to sales are, I'm going to start with this quote. So discounts are not only a way to acquire new customers, they are also a way to show gratitude for your existing customers. And what better way to show gratitude than to give them a discount? So with that being said, we think that you guys should have some incentives and some free things. So incentives regarding re-sign deductions. So for tenants that stay, we think that you should offer a credit. And for recommending a friend, we also think that maybe a gift card or some sort of thing like that. In regards to free, we think application fees for new students and transfer students, because why should they pay a $200 fee just to, maybe see if they can get into UMass? In addition, some marketing recommendations we have are competitions. So social media competitions can really benefit your company because there are other competitors who offer that. So by giving away free merchandise like maybe tailgate gear and things like that, it gives you guys more exposure. In addition, we think increasing your social media presence with that will help benefit you guys and improving your search engine optimization. So for new students, you guys could really target them when looking up like UCF incoming student and have an ad right on Google, because a lot of parents also, when they're searching up places for their kids, that they're going to click the first one because that's what they know to do. So you guys can benefit a lot from that. With that being said, we think Facebook is a good area because there's the UCF parents page, Instagram because everybody's on Instagram. Do you have a Twitter?
Yeah.
how great would that be? And Snapchat too. If you guys were on UCF Snapchat, that would really benefit you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it on to Matt to talk about our calendar and budget for you guys.
Hi, I'm Matt. Pleasure to meet you. So I'm going to talk to you about our marketing budget, where we designated $3,500 a month for your marketing, spread out through YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We allocated $1,000 for YouTube, and that gets you roughly 10,000. It'd be views that it would be catered to per month, and then $1,250 for Instagram and $1,250 for Facebook. If you break this down per day, this will be about 8,100 views per day through Instagram and Facebook. And then you can also do electronic word of mouth, which is free. And then moving on to the calendar, as you can see, I highlighted in red and purple on the calendar. The red will be for marketing for the next fall semester, and the purple will be into the spring semester, which will be catered towards people graduating and people that are subleasing their apartments. Where the red will be new students or people just looking at a new place to live for the new year. And then, as you can see right here in March, on the 23rd, I have highlighted. On the 11th through the 16th is where spring break occurs this following year. And then the 23rd, we believe, would be a great day to have like a pool party or some event here to attract new customers. And it'll also be like a kickstart for the fall marketing strategy that we do. And this will conclude our presentation. It was a pleasure talking to you.
If there are any points that require further clarification, we'll take those now.
Okay, so now I have a couple questions with your guys' presentation. I loved it. It was amazing. I can see where you guys, are coming from, checking out the property from the outside in. I do have a couple questions asking about, what's a way that we could possibly, decrease our turnover ratios and keeping our staff members. It's a little hard because we do live in a college town. Most of our staff members are college students. So what do you think would be better to actually make this beneficial for our company?
I think probably the easiest thing to do from the bat is to adopt some really good employee incentive programs and stuff like that. Just essentially view it as if you were an employee, you would want to be treated the best way possible, and how can University House give that to that person to make their job more as an asset to them, other than something that they have to do just to get by. So things like asking them to fill out employee questionnaires about what their favorite things are, and rewarding them when they hit milestones or when they hit specific time periods with New House, and just really making incentives and making it a work environment that people want to come to, so they view it more as an asset in their lives than an obligation.
Maybe also for the employees that live here in New House, maybe another incentive could be decreased rent.
That's actually very good. It's an option. It's always an option. That's something that we appreciate and we could also honestly look over. I do have a couple more questions. Let me get here in the slide. This went towards more of like a marketing aspect, how to like promote a little more our property. Now, Jesse, I have a question for you. I know we spoke a little bit on the outside, but with marketing about tailgating and having, something that we could give to everybody, what do you think is something like outside the box that would make us different than other properties?
Right. So, reflecting back on the time when I did live here at U House, I remember you guys had U House branded cups and glasses. With studying out, people need glasses and need something to drink from the tailgates. But something I think that would be outside the box would maybe be U House branded ping pong balls, which I think would also go really good with the glasses of the house.
Okay. That's something we can look into also. Now, let me get over here. Now, with marketing recommendations you guys talked to me about, I was a little confused on improving SEO and SEM. I just want to know a little more clarification on what that was exactly.
So I'll answer that question. So in class we learned about search engine optimization. So it's a free way to market. So the more keywords you have, then like when somebody does a search, it'll come up. So if you use like incoming freshman or transfer student housing, it'll be more, the more common it is on your website, the more prevalent and higher up it's going to be in a search. So if I was a freshman and I'm looking for freshman housing and I'm a parent, and I'm like looking up freshman housing, UCF. UCF should be prevalent on the website that you guys have, in addition to freshman housing, transfer housing, so that people who don't necessarily live here and have the exposure to what you guys have to offer, you'll be the first one that comes up, and you're also, with your amenities and things that you offer, that'll be one of the first choices on their list, because not only were you the first one that came up, they're going to be set and sold from just coming up first.
Alright. Well, thank you for that. I do have one final question, and it's in regards to the calendar towards the end. One of a big issue that we have in student housing is the fact that some people start, marketing their property for the upcoming year later than others. Some decided to do it a little bit earlier. I see here on your guys' calendar, it showed me you guys chose April, and I was just wondering why April of 2019 is the best time for August around that time for 1920.
Well, April is the time that we all came to the census, is when most students start looking for their new place to live. That's when we first started. And then the few months before that, we just felt were irrelevant, and that we're trying to, be like cost saving on you guys. Of course, you could do marketing year round, but April seems to be the time that most students end up, trying to search for a new place to live. And we thought it'd be a great idea for you guys to be the first person that they would, get the first entry into their search early on in their process, than late on when they're looking basically last minute.
Okay, yeah, that does kind of make sense. Each year, we always see that the younger crowd always comes a little bit later, towards May, June, mostly in June, hardly in May. But that's usually the time they come, and it's usually a little bit later. So having that a little bit early to be a little more, specific with younger people coming in, the freshmen and things like that, we should, promote and market a little bit earlier. You can see why you guys suggest that.
You have any more questions?
No, that was just the 4 questions I had.
What about some feedback on the overall presentation and the group? And
I think everyone did great. I really appreciated, you guys coming to us and, telling us all of this. Like I said earlier, it's good seeing it from the outside. So you guys coming in, everyone did a great job, helping me out understand, of course, everything that's presentation. So I really appreciate you guys. It was great.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time, brothers.